Well, for now, we felt that given the vaccinations we have and given the rules that are available in terms of making the economy, making industry function, we did not predict any sharp consequences this winter. So far, the government has said they don't want to impose any new lockdowns in the service sector, and the new coalition negotiators have said more or less the same thing. So, I mean, the key trigger of, a slowdown in the service sector would be if there are severe lockdown restrictions on retail, on schools, on other areas, for example, hotels and restaurants.
Looking into a bit more into the future, you just were one of the co-author of that big report which you handed over to the Chancellor. And one sort of controversial issue is how to finance all the greening and all the innovation or digitalization the German economy needs. So what is your recommendation? Should we go off balance sheet, or how should we treat this debt brake which is enshrined in our constitution?
Yes, I think there's no doubt that the debt brake has to be respected simply because it's part of the Constitution and there is no political majority to change it. There are some ways around it, or some ways of increasing borrowing, which doesn't count towards the debt brake. Sometimes it's forgotten. The local community level is not part of it, so investment there is outside the debt brake. It depends, of course, on the financial situation and the income generated from those investments, what those communities can do. Beyond that, we have some entities, for example, the German railway system or the German Development Bank, KfW, which is outside, where borrowing outside the debt brake can take place. The KfW can support certain projects. They are already supporting quite a bit of the greening of the economy in terms of cheaper loans for certain options, for example, for refitting your house to make it more energy efficient and things like that. So more can be done there, that's for sure. Also, the railway system really needs to ramp up. There are long-term plans for building additional lines which are not being done, but actually it's not at all because of lack of funds. These infrastructure projects, whether it's railway or whether it's the energy system, right, transporting wind energy from the North Sea to the south where it's needed, we lack the sufficient infrastructure for that.